What's up guys, TripleA here back with another Clash Royale video. Today I finally got into one of the bigger tournaments and it was hosted by Galadons. And it was a 250,000 gem tournament, which the highest prize was 15,000 cards, second place was 10,000, and third place was 7,500. And I actually did pretty well. And I'll show you guys where I finished. I finished actually 58th out of 1,000 people. And I ended up with 344 trophies and 800 cards. The top guy had 500 cards, but if I had played one more game, I would have maybe got like say 20 trophies, and that would have put me at 360. And I would have ended up with 1,100 cards, but I didn't want to risk it, so I just stayed put and got 800 cards. But in this tourney, I actually was using this deck right here. Giant Mini P.E.K.K.A. Barbarian Poison deck. Really good with the Elixir Pump, Zap, Skeletons, and the Princess. Great deck, and if you guys don't have the Princess, I sub in the Archers. This was the majority of the games I used, and or this deck right here that I used for a couple games at the start. But with you playing this during the tourney, near the end, I actually played a big YouTuber, ClashonGan. I'll show you guys. See, right here. And here, my process was, I saw his name, I was like, oh my god, like this is actually ClashonGan. And here I was laughing, I was just so surprised. I was like sending the wow emoji and stuff, and I was like, good luck. He didn't say anything back, which was kind of shocking, which kind of sucked, but I knew who he was. It was awesome, because I've actually seen a ton of his videos. They're actually really good content. I knew the deck he was playing right at the start, right when he put the furnace down, so I decided to poison it. Puts his miner down with his, wasn't a really good start because his miner took out my elixir collector. I let his musketeer do the damage. Here there was actually a lot of people spectating too, so the pressure was on. Put my princess down by my right hand side tower. And then I would have liked to start off with my elixir pump and put that down, but that wasn't the case. Here I put my barbarians in front. Really good move because then I could shield my giant from the mini P.E.K.K.A. shots. But my barbarians end up taking him out, his mini P.E.K.K.A. sorry. And then I put my poison spell down to take out his musketeer and take away some of his hit points. Here I just distract his guards with my skeletons, and they don't really do that much damage. They're a good card to counter mini P.E.K.K.A.s and P.E.K.K.A.s and stuff, but not against just when they're alone. Here we're pretty much resetting. He's at 7 elixir, so am I. And then I decide to put my pump down again, which he's holding up his furnace, and that's what he wants to put down. Put down my pump at 10 elixir. And if you let these fire spirits go, they actually do a ton of damage. Like, it took my tower from 1600 to 1499, so it does about like 100 damage each time. Then he puts his miner down. Not a good spot because it won't get that many shots off on my elixir collector, which it only got one. Here I decide to poison his mini P.E.K.K.A., furnace, and tower, so I get damage on all three things, which is great value. Takes out his furnace, does a ton of damage to his mini P.E.K.K.A. Here I decide to distract his mini P.E.K.K.A. with my skeletons. He should have probably zapped it, or could have zapped it to maybe get it a little closer, but I still don't think it would have done much. Here I put my mini P.E.K.K.A. at my king tower, and then he puts his furnace again, so he's being really predictable, and that's what lets me pretty much beat him. Because he's being really predictable, making the same plays, always putting his miner to kill my princess. Furnace, same spot, never changed it up. And here my giant gets one shot off, and then my mini P.E.K.K.A. gets killed by his mini P.E.K.K.A. Here I do the same thing, distract him, but this time I want to take him out with my barbarians and only let him take out one of my barbs. Here I put my princess down because I don't want any of those fire spirits getting off any shots on them. Here he puts his poison down, which really wasn't that worth it because my giant was going to get there either way. Here I'm pretty confident, put my poison spell down, and then my giant gets one more shot off. Here I was kind of worried because it was getting a little close, and he was panicking with that furnace there, and I had to zap his fire spirits because I didn't know he had a rocket, but if he did, he could have taken out my tower. But I got his down really low. It was at 128. And I have my poison up, put that down, and here he puts his panic rocket down because he thinks he can have enough damage to take out my tower, but he doesn't, not even close. Gets it down to 215, good game, well played. Doesn't say anything back, probably a little salty because I beat him, but good game. Tournament actually went really well, lost a couple games, had trouble with the spawner deck. I'll show you the, I had trouble with this is, no actually no, this was actual multiplayer. And then here I lost this Royal Giant, was barely lost. He was one of the highest players. He was at 342 at the time. I was at 191. That's because I started a little bit late. Here, this wasn't really fair because I disconnected. That's why I lost that game. And then other than that, this was a fair loss to the trifecta deck with the bomb tower. That was a tough game. But then the rest I was pretty much owning, except for that golem one, which I actually lost. And then the rest were pretty good. Show you guys the decks again. This is the one I use for tournaments. This one I also use for tournaments. And then sometimes this minor deck. These are my 3 main decks, but this is my multiplayer deck. And then I'll show you guys the first, second place, and third place players. He used the classic Hog, Valkyrie, Musketeer deck. Pros used the Golem deck. And then Clyde was using a variation of my deck. And then this rounds it out. 3 Musketeers, really good as well. And then Ace was using some variant of mine. He had the Ice Wizard and Guards in. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.